Hey, all happy Friday. This is going to be a blind of epic proportion. Trenton has been on pins and needles, texting me almost every day, several times a day, wondering how this blind is going to turn out because rye whiskey is your thing.
It is, yeah.
It is your thing. We have a lot of different rye whiskeys up here on the table we're going to be blinding. Now, of course, if you remember the show, if you didn't watch it, what happened?
Somewhere up here, probably.
What
Kyle.
happened? Kyle, let's put it up there for him. For those of you who didn't watch it on Monday, we reviewed the brand new Master's Keep release from Wild Turkey, Triumph, which is a 10-year age-stated rye whiskey. During that video, Trenton said, I wonder how it would fare against cheaper options of good aged rye whiskey. So I personally wanted to have this Sagamore 8-year out here. That was my choice.
Yep.
Trent wanted this Old Overholt 10-year. We both said, let's put the Pikesville. That's only 6 years, guys, but Pikesville. It's absolutely one of both of our favorite rye whiskeys. And then during the video, Trenton mentioned several times the Knob Creek 10-year.
I honestly have no idea how this is going to shake out. I have some predictions. I don't know. Should I share those?
Oh, you certainly can.
I think that the Triumph is going to come in fourth or fifth place.
For you?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, all right.
I think so.
All right.
So we'll see. And we put these up here for a good reason. I mean, these do range from 100 proof all the way to, I think this is the highest one, 121 proof.
All right.
But I think one of the goals here is to showcase that I think the Old Overhaul was kind of a more limited release, like this being a little bit more limited release.
Right.
I don't think that the Sagamore 8-year is on the shelf all the time, but I think it does come around with some frequency.
Okay.
I don't know if the Knob Creek 10 is like a shelf-stable product yet, but Pikesville is also pretty regularly available. So we'll see how it fares, and I'm excited. So
all cheaper options. I'm positive all these other bottles are under $100, right, Trent?
All these are under $100 except for this guy, which was over $275.
Yeah. Yep.
We just got the look
plenty
from
over that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
She just gave us the look.
Trenton,
all right, we're going.
Trenton bought it for me. What can I say? I don't know.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
That's I'll take all the blame. That's my favorite part, is taking the blame.
A, we're going to start out with glass A, Trenton, because that's, we remember back in the day we tried to start on the other end here and it got all messed up.
Yeah, it did not go well.
No, we don't do that anymore. Love it.
The angels aren't singing on this one for me.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you've ever seen SpongeBob come down and tell Mr. Krabs he has an idea.
I thought I heard Gabriel start out with a nice little solo.
Iglesias? Is that another Bible thing?
Keep it going.
Okay.
Keep it going.
Who's Gabriel? You can't just drop a bomb like that and then not elaborate on who the heck
Babe,
Gabriel
who's Gabriel?
She doesn't know either. Iglesias.
Gabriel's an angel, bud.
Oh.
It's a Bible
thing. Is that what you were asking?
Yeah, I know you know, but you were caught in the middle. I know you're doing something else over there. She's got the master list, of course. She's the one that poured this blind. We have no idea what's in each glass. We do know, of course, what's in the blind, but we don't know what's in each glass.
I didn't really even go into the tasting notes because I was all confused about what the heck a Gabriel is. It's pretty spicy, though. I will say that initially. That's on the hotter end of the spectrum. Well, I can't say that because I don't know what the other ones are, but
it is pretty hot.
Yeah.
I'll grant you that. But it is also pretty tasty. Pretty tasty.
We just went to the Mediterranean.
Did you go
Cafe? Yeah.
I don't know if I don't think I've ever been there. Have you? You've been there a couple times for lunch, haven't you?
I used to work across the street, but...
Nice little spot. This kind of reminds me of Tabbouleh. Tabbouleh? Yep. It's a little bit. It's very fresh. It's got a nice mintiness, maybe a little bit of a citrusy type of a note. It definitely has some wood influence, some oak influence.
But I got a little cherry in there too, bud.
Did you?
I'm enjoying that. I like it quite a bit. Which is going to be a tough line. I mean, all these are. We didn't put them out there because they're duds. They're all good.
Cherry, I can see that. Yeah, and I haven't really eaten much today, so this is going to be good. 5. I'm already feeling into the first one.
I told you I was going to be ready by 4:30 to film, and I got home like at 5 till, and I shoveled down a little bit of food.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you get, like a Lunchable or something?
Yeah, no. I made ham and beans for the family reunion. made a pot of ham and beans. It was delicious. Trey.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
I had a few spoonfuls of that. It was delicious.
On
I
to
got in
beef.
trouble because I didn't eat any at the reunion.
Ham and beans? That's just a terrible thing to bring to a reunion.
Bro, people were liking it.
Bring
man.
me like a ham and cheese sandwich or something, or a turkey sandwich. Ham and beans.
Got to do it right, man. If you do it right.
I have a vendetta against
Doggone
casseroles
good.
and ham and beans and stuff like that. Don't even get me started on a casserole.
I just wish your mom would have made some cornbread.
Seriously?
Do you put actual corn in the cornbread?
No.
Okay, yeah, that's the good way to do it. This smells nice.
I'm only joking. I don't really like cornbread.
You don't?
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised.
No.
Especially you like chili a lot. You gotta give that little cornbread a little dunksky in there.
Nah. This is really good, dude. This is more of your traditional type rye nose for me.
It reminds me a lot of Willet.
With a hint of maple syrup in there, too.
I can see that for sure.
Mhm.
I mean, your nose is a little better than mine today. I'm on the bus with some of these notes.
Well, that's not good.
Mm-mm. Ooh. Yeah. I think for me personally, I think the nose is better than the palate. It's got a little bit of a, I'm just gonna coin the term flavor cliff. Like it's really solid up front and then it just kind of falls off.
Yeah,
That's the only other way I know how to say
I
it.
do understand what you're trying to say there. I was pretty excited on first sip, and it tends to get a little bit tannic or a tiny bit bitter. I don't know.
It's really nice, but there's something about it compared to this one
Right.
where it's just a little bit less, it has a little bit less depth throughout the sip for me.
Sure.
But I mean, I do like it, but it's not,
I
it's
do
not
too.
my favorite. On to see. We should have done a 10 rye blind.
Oh, no. I'm never doing a 10 again. No way.
No?
No.
9?
No. I'll sit that one out. You can have Kent over and do another one if you want to do 10. That got way too confusing.
It was pretty
I
confusing.
don't know how folks like Fred Minnick do that because, I mean, after a while it was like overload, you know.
I was kind of bored after
That I
a
could see
while.
with you. I
Yeah.
was just, my palate was on overload and it just got confusing.
I get a little bit of a peppermint and a little bit of a
This one's a little weaker for me. On
yeah, it's pretty weak. It's got this nice fresh vibe to it, a little bit of a pepperminty type
Okay.
of a thing, or
Yeah.
like a really faint spearmint.
Fresh. I like that word for it.
It's also got like a asparagus stalk kind of a note, a little vegetal. I mean,
A little vegetal.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm gonna get some pizza after this. That's. Why am I getting like a little bit of are you getting like any smokiness or?
It's just so-so for me, and I'm not sure why. Let me take another sip and see if I can identify.
Yeah, I think this has like some kind of really interesting. It's almost like malty a little bit, which is interesting.
Yeah.
I don't expect
Like
that.
toasted grain.
Yeah.
Grain note for
Mom,
sure.
did you switch? Are any of these toasted? None of these are toasted. I don't think.
I did not.
You didn't do the. You didn't
It's
pull the
not
old
like
switcheroo.
It's not like a raw grain note for me on this one, but it's kind of like almost like a malted grain and not barley either.
Yeah.
It's like a malted rye, possibly.
Yeah, it gives me like an undeveloped type of a vibe to it a little bit.
Yeah.
Interesting. On to deep.
Okay. Here come the angels. Here come Gabriel. Blow that trumpet. Well, I'm just going to get him today.
Dude.
I want to get him today.
I'm assuming he plays a trumpet.
Just keep sipping, bro. It'll be fine. Just keep sipping.
Beautiful strawberry note, or a red fruit note.
Yeah, this is just dynamite all the way around.
TNT. Is that AC/DC?
I believe so.
See, you're gonna get me with Gabriel. I'm gonna get you with AC/DC, man.
No idea.
It might be Metallica. I don't think it's Metallica.
I think it's easy.
Is it?
Gosh, I love that.
Oof. That's good. That's really nice. A little bit of a nice. It's got that like a perfect proof point to help kind of carry some of those. I do get a nice. I almost get like a vanilla cherry type of.
Yeah, remember like some of that Diet Coke that they've been putting out, like the vanilla cherry type,
Yeah.
cola type. But it still hits you with a little bit of that.
It's a little spicy at the end.
Yeah, a little spicy at the end, but then a tiny bit minty, and I don't mean that in a bad way. More of a spearmint note at the very, very end and the finish. It's delightful. I don't need to receipt that. That was wonderful.
That's almost even like a fresh mint.
Yeah.
Like you just
Yeah.
pulled right off the
Good
stalk.
one. Yeah, I was trying to think of the right word for the
Yeah.
mint part of it. Yeah,
That's
perfect.
beautiful. I like that a lot. Really nice. And we're kind of flying through these.
Well, that's a good thing.
Oh my god.
You're into E.
Just rub it all over me.
That's the wild turkey.
If this is the wild turkey, I'm gonna go in a fetal position in the corner. I really am.
Wait,
I'm
what letter are we on?
E.
E.
We're gonna see what we're doing.
I'm just gonna retire. Put in my resignation.
I wouldn't be able to pick it out if you gave me $100. I mean, we had our first taste just the other day, so I really wouldn't know.
There's a little bit of an orange.
This is lovely. I mean, this is really lovely.
Butterscotch.
There's
or
something
maple?
there, some butterscotch toffee
Brown
type
sugar
note.
even?
I love that orange, a little orange rind in there that you said.
Wow.
Beautiful.
Buy it. Ooh. Maybe don't buy it. Man.
That toffee shines through a little bit for me still on the palate. Pretty darn good, buddy.
I was hoping it would be a little bit more developed.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't necessarily. It's not like a. Very few things are ever a one-to-one comparison from a nose
Yeah.
to a palate perspective. But I was hoping for a little bit more of that stuff to come through.
I understand, yeah.
Sweet.
And I do get you because I don't really get any of that orange rind that you got
Yeah.
on the nose, on the palate.
Yeah.
You know, I can see where it's maybe not quite as balanced as what the aromas are.
Yeah.
So I get that, but I do like there's a lot of good notes in there that I really like.
I think if I went on this one and I didn't just smell it for a minute, and I just went in, I think I would be a little bit more thrilled with it. But just, it's like I'm getting teased on the nose, and then I get into the palate, and it's like,
Yeah,
psych.
I can see
I
that.
got catfished on the palate there.
I can see that. Well, for me, Trent, it was pretty easy for my first out. For me, although all these are very good, but the one that didn't shine as much on first sip was letter C, honey, letter C for me.
That was also mine. Was C for 5th place. I need to. B is going to be my 4th.
Yep, me too.
Really?
Yep, I just sipped it. That's why I just sipped it, because C had my lowest score on first sip. B had my next lowest score.
Yeah.
So I just sipped it again just to be sure. That would also be my number 4. Now,
Now it gets tough.
I really, really liked the 3 that are left.
Yeah.
And
And
I'll
don't
go
get me,
back to A because it's been a while.
yeah. And don't get me wrong, I would drink all of these.
Oh, yeah,
Just as a
For
blind,
sure.
you know, there's going to be some that
For
shine a
sure.
little bit more above the rest.
absolutely. Man, it's so good.
I think I know my final.
We might differ on this one.
You think so?
Coming out, yeah. Mine's almost going. I think I'm going to be pretty much pushing out my original scores.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I go back, one tastes a little bit better than the first time around. So if you're doing blinds, let it sit for a little bit when you're tasting, then go back to it. Sometimes it'll waken up some senses on the
Yeah.
palate.
Do you want to go, or you want me to go for 3rd? Because we're identical on 4 and 5. Yeah.
Yeah,
What do you think about 3?
go ahead.
For 3, I have E.
I knew that, and this is where I knew it would differ
Uh-oh.
because me, I had A.
What?
Yeah, I had A.
Wow.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
yeah.
Are you okay?
I am. I do like it. The last 3 I really like a lot. I really do. So now it's going to be, for me, it's going to be an extremely tough decision between D and E. I kind of figured Trenton would push that one. I really did. I kind of figured you would push out E. I like that one a little bit more than you did.
I actually am doing a switcheroo.
So good.
Wow. Okay. On initial like go through, this is not exactly what I would have thought that it was gonna turn out to be. But
Oh, wow. Okay. So far, mine has gone exactly how my original score went.
okay. I'm pretty much in alignment. Just I had a little switcheroo there to kind of do. Oh wait, sorry, I'm not putting these out in the right order. So that's 5, and then I had 4.
I just really love that toffee note that I'm getting an E.
I had 3.
But E is going to be my next one out for me, honey, because D is absolutely fantastic.
What do you have for me so far, Mel?
5th is C, 4th is B,
3rd is
3rd is E.
E. Okay.
So you need A or D.
I have A as second, and D is first. So we agreed on the. We were almost identical.
That's the one that I kind of figured we'd be a little bit different with A and E. I really did.
Yeah.
And I understand that. I'm not going to argue with you about it because A was awfully good as
It
well.
was really good.
Really
I think I know what A was, but
I honestly don't know. I really don't.
Okay.
I would say that I'm a little bit nervous. But honestly, I think all of these are really good attempts at a rye.
Yes.
It'll
Very
just.
good.
I think the whole
I love
point of
the
this
blind.
is to just show what like the proof or the price point
Yes.
how that kind of differs from
Sure.
value. And these are all age stated 6 years, anywhere from 6 to 10. So
Sure.
all right.
All right, babe. We agreed on our last place, right? C?
Yes, C was
Okay.
5th.
Yep.
And that would be Knob Creek 10.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
Wow.
Well,
All right. Which side do we usually do?
your mom, let her. Which one is it, honey?
See, you read left to right.
Okay.
And so that would be on the left of the viewer.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we'll do this
Okay.
as 5th place.
All right. We'll go with that.
Okay.
And you know what though, Trenton, that doesn't really surprise me that much because in our initial review of this bottle, it just didn't hit for me. And I know there's a lot of folks, especially in our Discord, that really like this bottle. And I'm happy for that. I really am. But for me, it didn't hit very well for me, and it kind of showed here again in the blind.
I'm a little bit surprised, but just tasting it again, I'm behind that. As much as I love Knob Creek and the fact that they're coming out with the
Yes.
7 age stated,
Yeah.
which I think was just a label change, and then now the actual 10-year rye.
Yeah.
I'd buy this again. I think it's solid.
Yeah.
Okay. 4th place for both of you was B, and that was Pikesville.
That's shocking. Wow, that is shocking.
I'm scared.
Me too.
This is not how I thought it was going. Oh no. That was B.
Well,
Yes.
Pikesville, now listen, folks. Pikesville has done extremely well for us. We haven't done a ton of rye whiskey blinds, but it's done very well for us.
See,
Numbers of times.
that's really interesting because after just tasting it again, I don't get that like 110 proof range on this one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it has something to do with your bottle being so low, but
possible.
I'm really not getting much of a hit like I usually do with Pikesville. That's what I like about it.
Sure.
Because it's like, oh, it's all soft and sweet. It's like Sour Patch Kids. First they're
Okay.
sour, then they're sweet.
Could be.
You know?
Could be.
Oh no.
Extremely respectable bottle, guys. I mean, honestly, if you see Pikesville on the shelf somewhere, what's it now? 50, 60 bucks?
54.99, something like that.
A wonderful rye whiskey, if you see it. Okay.
Okay. Who am I going with?
Oh, it don't matter, honey. I don't care.
We differed from
Yeah, this is where we differ.
All right. We'll go with Kurt.
Okay.
Kurt's 3rd place was A,
Yep.
and that was Old Overholt.
Okay.
I
I have
as much.
very little experience with this bottle. Trenton gave me a taste of it and stuff. But it's
We reviewed it.
we did. Yeah, that's what I say. I've had a taste of it, but great bottle though.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. Really, really good.
Okay.
What was that?
That was my 3rd place, and A would have been your what? But
Second place. Okay.
2nd place.
Yep.
Okay, I get
Okay.
that. I get that.
Okay. Now, Kurt's 2nd place was E,
Mm-hmm.
3rd place for Trenton, and that was the Wild Turkey.
Okay. That was your second
Well,
place?
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, I think I identified the toffee note in there, in which we talked about that in our review of this bottle. And I like it. I liked it a lot. I can understand why you differed here. I understand that.
100%.
Because him and I's palate, when it comes to rye whiskey, I can see why you would have switched these two.
Get that little bit of a kick with the proof
Without
on
question.
This. This is 121,
Yeah.
this 104.
I truly picked this one in my second place because I really love that toffee-ish type note that I was getting out of it.
Yeah.
You don't find that a whole lot in rye whiskey.
No, you really don't.
Yeah, no, and I was digging it.
It's
So,
usually like citrusy, peppery, woody, and like minty. Usually you get in a lot of them, unless it's a finished.
well, that puts us at number one, right, babe?
Oh, saggy.
Sagamore Spirit 8-year. That was dynamite, Trenton. Come on now.
This is this is phenomenal.
That was wonderful.
Now, I think, to be fair, this is distilled in Indiana. So this is MGP, or this is MGP distillate. Sagamore's just starting to kind of roll out their own distillate from Maryland, which is cool because that's where like BRP, I think, or something is like one of Pennsylvania being like one of the kind of historical landmarks and stuff for like really good rye whiskey. Maryland is a close second, if not a first. They have a lot of really cool stories and history and heritage with rye whiskey, so it's cool to see here Sagamore trying to kind of bring a lot of that back. Obviously, as a lot of distilleries need to do it first, is to get stuff from somewhere so they can get the ball rolling. So MGP, but Sagamore, I think they're starting to roll out Bottled and Bond. Their 4-year is their own distillate. I don't think we've gotten a chance to try some of that yet.
I don't think so.
So I need to try and kind of figure out where that is. But I heard through the grapevine, I don't know if this is true, I haven't seen the label, but Sagamore's coming out with a 9-year, which is either their first age-stated product, similar to how New Riff did their 8-year, or it's 9-year
Very
MGP.
interesting.
But I'm going to be keeping an eye out for that one.
Didn't New Riff had an 8-year rye?
I think we reviewed it.
We should have put that in here too.
We should. I don't know that. Did
That
we
was a
review
mistake on our part.
We review a lot of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
No, you know what? I think we were going to do the thing where I probably have 15 unopened budget type ryes or unheard of ryes.
That's right. We're going to do that show at some
lump
point.
The New Riff into there and see how it does.
So we haven't really tasted it yet.
But that might be a 10 video.
Well, as long as I'm not blinding it. Blinding it was just a brain teaser.
Yeah, I don't think for those we would blind it just because they're labels that not everybody would know. So what's the point of doing a blind on it? But
right.
All right.
Well, the only surprise here for me, Trent, is Pikesville.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth, I absolutely love Sagamore Spirits and everything they do with rye whiskey.
So
I love all their finishes. I love the double oaked. I love their special releases. I don't think there's much of anything that's came out of Sagamore that I would say I just didn't like. It's not surprising. Not surprising that this is up there. Pikesville, a little bit of a surprise. So
no, I'm shocked. Yeah. Honestly, I love Sagamore. The only thing I don't really like about or the product that I don't like from Sagamore is their rum finish. And I don't usually like a rum finish. The only rum finish that I think we did like was that Prideful Goat, their cast strength rum finish. Very good. Yeah. But I honestly would have thought it would have been something like this, or flip flop this, or no, sorry. Yeah.
For you,
no.
For you personally.
This is what I thought it would have kind of turned out to be.
Sure.
I think Pikesville is a heavy hitter for the price. It's very good. This being $80-$90 for a 10-year cast strength Jim Beam revival of Old Overhaul. Really cool to see.
Yeah.
But Sagamore 8 being in first, honestly, not super surprising. But the fact that it turned out the way it did with Pikesville in fourth for both, that hurts me a little bit. I don't know why.
It is what it is. It's just is what it is. So for me, I'm just happy that Wild Turkey at least came in the top 2. So at least you have that.
I was hoping it didn't for the price. But hey.
It's too expensive.
Yeah.
We already talked about that. Watch the video. Watch Monday's video if you haven't seen it. But
all of these are
plenty of comments about pricing.
Oh, yeah.
Just everything else that's involved with this particular release.
Yeah. All of these are really solid if you're unable to obtain a Wild Turkey Triumph, like I'm sure a lot of people are just because of its exclusivity and the price and everything. If you're not willing to pay as much as this is at an MSRP kind of a level, All of these are fantastic. I don't know how difficult this is to find just
Yeah.
because it's a bottled 2023 autumn. It's kind of a last year release.
Yeah.
But if you see them, really, you can't go wrong with any of these, especially for the price, except maybe the turkey here. But
Yeah. $275 MSRP, $275 MSRP. Not worth that.
No.
But hey, it added to my collection. I got all the rest of them, so that's why.
you don't have the Australia
That's
release.
why I went down that road. Should I have? Should I have not? You know, that's
Time will tell.
that's the age-old question, right?
Yeah. Yep.
All right, that's all we have for you today. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. As always, we ask you to please drink responsibly, and then we'll see you next time right down here with Trent and me in the good old basement bourbon bar. See you later.
Oh, if Monday goes as planned, we might have a bottle review of something pretty spectacular. So we'll see how that goes. I don't know.
He scared me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, check us out on Monday and see if I was actually able to pull it off. But, if not, just roast me to death in the comments.
Let's hope so. Let's hope Trenton comes through.
Yep.
All right, for real this time, guys. See you later.